have above my head, right there. Let me pull that up just a little bit. That means you caught the replay. Just type hashtag replay, and then I will welcome you to my page. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing good. Keyword today is bum, B-U-M. Very simple, okay? So we're gonna start by painting this up. So when you get here, say hi. Do I have water? Thank goodness, I have water. Yay. All right, let me get a couple brushes. I actually need 3. We're gonna use 3 different colors today. Let me get out a few of these. And see who's here. Hope everyone's good. Make sure, guys, when you head over to your messages, make sure you're in the broadcast channel. There's a link there in this long message that I send you. And that will make sure you are, fully up to date on all things crafting. Okay, so make sure you're in there, especially tomorrow's our new launch for the spring. I don't want you to miss that. This looks weird. All right, so now let me do this and send this out. Hello, everyone. Hope everybody is good. Okay, we're gonna start by painting the base of this whole frame. We're gonna use Peony. Hi, Janet. Hope you're good. We're gonna use Peony for the edge of the frame. No, is that what I decided? Yes, it is what I decided. Peony for the edge of the frame. Hi, Ellen. How's it going? My comments are being weird over here, you guys. If I miss your comment, I will go back to it later. But we are going to give this probably 2 coats of Peony. Sometimes these lighter colors take a couple coats. Maybe not. We'll see. Back to the grind today for me. Back to school. It was fine. Fine day at school. Nothing exciting to report from school, which is always good. How was your day? I got a bunch of paint on me, so I'm going to do that. Tomorrow, guys, is our new launch. If you're a designer, you have until tonight to make a purchase. You might wonder, why don't I just do it tomorrow with the launch? Well, guess what? Everybody else is going to be making their purchases tomorrow. If you want yours to ship sooner, you should make your purchase tonight if you're a designer, okay? The spring launch, guys, I gave you a sneak peek on the catalog. There's so many good things. Tomorrow, we're going to have some fun here. Make sure you catch me after school tomorrow. I'm glad you're good. We're going to set that there because I think I might need a second coat. And we're going to paint the base of this in bright white. Okay. The base of this little frame. Oh, I forgot to put the frame in my link. I did not put the frame that I'm using in the messages. I'm sorry. If you end up needing it, you could just send me a private message or message me below. Everything else that I'm using is in there, but I forgot to throw this into the link. But this is a 4-ish by 6-inch inch frame that you can get on my Etsy shop, in my Etsy shop, under frames. I have one that's the same, only it's bigger, so just make sure you check the size if you want to grab it. Okay, so we've got that, we've got this. Okay, now we're going to do our little words here. This is going to be super cute. I hope you guys hang out to the end. Hi, Karen. Is that working? I hope that's working for you. It's so delayed. Sometimes I don't know. We'll give it a second. It should be working. B-U-M. It didn't go. All right, let me double check it. Hang on. So I have these cutouts that say all bums welcome. Now, the cutouts also are going to come with all the little shapes. Oh, it did work. Okay, never mind. It did work. It looks like it worked there, but I'm just not seeing it over here, which is really weird. Really weird. But I today am just going to use the words. I sort of stopped what I was saying because I was looking at what's going on here. I don't know why. It looks like, Karen, you got a message, but on my computer, it looks like you did not. So let's just see if that updates. Is this just going to be one of those lies where we have to fight with, it worked. Okay, it worked. I could see it on my phone, but could not see it on my computer for some reason. Very strange. Okay, so once we get all this the way we want it, this craft is going to go just like that. Okay, so make sure you hang out. All right, let's get this one more coat of the peony. We're going to use some Dollar Tree items. We're going to use my fence that I made. We're going to make something super cute here for spring. And guys, actually today is the last day. If you enroll as a Perks member today, you are going to get a free bundle. And then you can also go in and shop as a Perks member. There are some items that are for sale up to 75% off that you can only get if you're a designer or a Perks member. So if you enroll today, you'll get your free gift, and then you can go back in and shop at 30% off and plus get more sale items. There's a lot going on today. All right, I think I'm done with the pink. Okay, we're going to set our peony aside, bring our white base back, and we're going to give it just one more coat. Okay. One more coat. Do you guys tell me if you have plans for Valentine's Day this weekend? Valentine's Day, as it turns out, is my daughter's birthday. She doesn't live in the state if you're new. So we have plans. I went to a place my husband really likes. It's called Reflexology. It's like a head foot massage kind of a thing, but it's not like, I don't know, it's a little different if you've never been to it. It's not like a normal massage place. And I went all the way over there and I made the appointment for Saturday. And he has an account there, and I said, okay, you guys are not going to email him, are you? Because this is a surprise. And she said, oh no. I said, you're not going to, well, I guess I didn't say email. But I said, you're not going to notify him, I guess is what I said. I said, because this is a surprise for next Saturday. And she said, oh, no. Don't worry, I'm going to uncheck this little box. And so, anyway, then I noticed I got an email, and then I'll be doggone. We're sitting on Friday night, and he goes, oh, we're going to the reflexology place. I'm like, dang it. So they emailed him and told him that we were going there. I'm doing great, Donna. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Thanks, Karen, for sprinkling. Appreciate you guys. Do I need another coat on here? Maybe one quick coat. So I said, well, Jace, happy Valentine's Day. They were not supposed to, I mean, you know, it's not the end of the world, but come on, people. I'm surprised that I even thought to ask them if they were going to communicate with him, and they said no, and then they did anyway. Oh, well. Okay. We've got everything painted. We're good to go now. So now, let's dry everything. Let's worry about this first. Because what I want to do is get this drying while I'm working on our words, okay? So we're going to do the albums welcome, but first we're going to take some of our glue, which this is almost out. I really need to start a new glue. I'm just going to go all the way around the outside edge. Okay, and we're going to get our frame put together. Okay, and the key is you just want to make sure it's flat. So I just kind of go across, not flat, even. And then just kind of lay it like that. And then I'm going to take a brush and just clean up any of that excess glue that I always tend to get on here. Okay, and then we're just going to let that zhuzh up a bit. We're going to let it dry a little bit. Hi, Kate Mills. How are you? All right, and then we're going to get our cutouts. Is this what we need next? And we're going to dry these. All right, so let's get this dry, and then you want to sand and wax this. I feel like I haven't done that much, and I've got all over my hands today. I'm glad you're relaxing, Kate Mills. Come home, put your feet up. Glad you're here. My routine has been, since I started going live with you guys, my routine is to come home, feed the dog, figure out my project, go live, and then put my feet up. Because if I put my feet up first, it is going to be difficult for me to go live later. So I try to go live before I relax, because you know, you're up and then you come down. Not a good combo. Ooh, I'm just looking at something right now. Maybe we'll add to it. Okay, well, it wasn't part of the plan, but we might add to our craft here. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jen. How are you guys? So I sanded and waxed lightly, okay? And had I thought of that before, I wouldn't have put the frame on it. But we're evolving here as we go. This craft is evolving as we go. All right. Just wax, rub your wax on, and then rub it off. Okay, and then, hi, Janet. Then I'm going to clean up my edges real quick. Just to make it look a little more finished, put together, whatnot. Any of that paint that goes over the edge, you can just clean up with a black marker. This is a Sharpie paint marker, but even just a regular Sharpie would probably work, or any other permanent marker. I didn't do too bad on this one, actually. Just in a couple spots. Actually, I did bad right in here. Are you guys watching the Olympics? What's your favorite, like, Olympic thing? Well, let me know. I don't know why, I have not turned it on. Hasn't been my thing this year. I've wanted to. I thought about it. I normally love to cheer on the USA, but I have not been turning on my TV very much lately. Okay, all that is ready to go. Let's get our transfer out. We are going to use the All Bums Welcome with all your cute animals. Remember we did our, I don't know if you guys can see it, but on the floor back here is our doormat we made with it. And this time, we are going to do something different, okay? So what you want to do is you want to fuzz really well. When we did it last time, we did not fuzz our transfer because we did it on fabric. But this time, we are going to do it on our cutouts here. So this is obviously reusable since we've used it before. Okay. And I think I'll just line up them all and then we'll chalk them all. All right, here's the word all. Just 3 words here. And we'll get the word welcome on here. Okay, so you want to take your squeegee, especially with these thin letters, please, and just get your air bubbles out just like this. And I'm going to use Colonial Blue, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, well, that's probably way too much paste, but we're just going to run it over the silk screen. Just like this. Okay, and then you want to put all your excess back in the jar. My comments have completely stopped, guys, so if you're commenting, I'm not seeing them. It's just going to be one of those days. Okay, get all your excess off, and then just pull off your cutouts. Like this. So I just grab the end and pull my transfer with the other hand. Okay, then we're going to clean this later. I'm just going to spray some water here, and then I'm starting to think, didn't think of this, but I'm going to grab a transfer here. That's right behind you, so give me just a second. I'm going to grab our club. So this was a secondary thought. If you would like this transfer, you need to be enrolled in the club to get it. If you type the word bum, it'll still give you information on clubs, so you can totally get it. Comes every month. This month you are getting the plaid and the polka dots for your transfer. And then yesterday, if you didn't catch it, on my page, I went live. You can check that right out. And we made the bunnies that are the kit this month, okay? So I wasn't going, if I had planned this ahead of time, I would not have glued my frame on just yet. But I thought of this right after I glued on my frame. So I'm going to do it with the frame on. It's totally doable. But if you're going to copy this, I would leave the frame off until you get your transfer on the white part. Okay? So I'm going to sand and wax it just like just like everything else, just to protect our paint. Okay, and then we're going to take the transfer. Now, what I did with my bunnies is I did all the buffalo plaid. Oh, but maybe I should. No, we're going to do the dot. I'm not going to change my mind. We're going to do the polka dots. We're going to use these cute polka dots. And this club is only available while supplies last till the end of the month, okay? So once March comes, if you're not in the club, you won't be able to get this transfer, okay? Or the bundle. So I am just adding lint to the back in my drawer here. And then I'm going to line this up. I think I'm going to do this. Like I said, this would be a lot easier if I had done it before I put the frame on it, but you know what? It was a second thought. So I'm just going to take my squeegee and push it into the corners here, or the edges, or at least to where the dots are. And then that way, all my air bubbles will be out. And I think I'm just going to do it all in the peony, okay? The same color as the frame. So I'm going to take my squeegee. Peony is like either super watery or super not watery. Okay, we're going to take our peony and press that in the silk screen. And just create some polka dots on the base. Okay, of our frame. Like I said, this was kind of, I saw it hanging there after the fact, so I thought, let's add it. All right. This is so cute. All right, so here's our polka dotted background. Can you see it? Isn't that so cute? You guys hit the heart button for me. That's adorable. Adorable. Let's see what we got here. And hit that heart button and sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, and then we're gonna dry this and put our cutouts on. Thank you for the hearts. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Okay, I think we're done with this. And this. Okay, now we're gonna lay our cutouts on this little frame. And just kind of figure out how we want them. I looked at this earlier and thought, oh, I didn't do underneath. Hang on, I didn't do the bottom part of my welcome. And of course, it's the one little spot that had some white on it. Thanks for sprinkling, Janet. I do appreciate you very much. That helps me so much. All right, we're going to put the L in between. All right, this fits perfectly with just like this. I love the polka dots in the back. Okay, let's glue this on. Type the word bum, check your messages. Tomorrow we're going to have a big to-do. So make sure you are here live. I'm trying to figure out how I want that. Whoops. Okay, we want it like this. going to put the welcome here. And then we're just going to give this a minute to set up. Here's our little sign that we made. I have way too much glue here. Hang on. Oh, please. I sort of slid my bums, the word bums, down. Okay, here's our sign. All bums welcome. How cute, right? I think that turned out so cute. Okay, for now, let's leave that there. We're going to get out. Actually, I'm going to put this over here. Now, I have used this fence that I created. These are many times, and it's interchangeable as long as you don't use like permanent glue or whatever. Sometimes I use the command strips or Velcro, just kind of depends. But I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 5-gallon paint stir sticks, and then 2 of the 1-gallon paint stir sticks to make this, okay? I did the crackle effect on it. That's totally up to you, however you want to make yours. And then for every season, give or take, I change it up, okay? So this is what we're going to do for this. Not 1,000% sure how I'm going to get my greenery in here and not have it fall out. But we're going to play with it, okay? We're going to play with it. All right, so I think we're going to... We're just going to push our greeneries down below. And I can always staple it underneath and remove the staples. That would work also. So I may do that. But let me just get these fed in here and figure out how exactly I want them. Okay, because some of these might take up more than one spot, which would be super helpful. And they're bendable, so that's going to make it easier for me underneath. And what I mean is the stems are bendable, so I can do that. That's pretty cute. All right. Do I want another one of these? Put one here. Okay, this is pretty well done. All right, so I'm going to flip this over. And I'm just going to, I might not be able to on this. We're going to try very hard to just staple the stems here. This should work. In theory. Okay. I'm going to take this one. My paint stir sticks are pretty thick. Especially if you make this with the 5-gallon ones. This should work. If you make this fence on a smaller scale with the 1-gallon, these might be not thick enough to staple. So you may have to try something else. Hang on, let me just bend this one really well. I'm thinking if I maybe... I'm not sure. I'm going to try to staple this one. This one's pretty thick. This may not go in. I don't have big enough... well, I do have bigger staples. I just don't want to get them out. Oh, that worked. All right, we got it. Barely, but we got it. Okay, now, let's see how this does. Okay, so for now, this is our fence with our greenery sticking out. And then we're going to take, this is from last year. This is a little bunny butt from last year, and I'm going to just, I'm not really sure if I want to, I haven't decided. Do I want to take it off the stick and Velcro it on? That might be the easiest. So I have one from last year, and then I have this one from this one ear, but this one, it doesn't have ears, which makes me a little bit sad. I was kind of thinking, do I have anything to make ears with? I mean, we could make ears for this guy. I'm trying to think where I want these exactly. Maybe this one here and this guy over here. And this already has like Velcro right there, so I would just do loops. Yes. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to hopefully remove this stick. Hi, Dawn. How are you? I'm thinking I can just snap it. Hey, I'll go to get her tools out. Okay. I'm thinking we could make ears. There is a chance. I could put him up higher and put that right there. Okay, I need this. This is just like a heavy duty Velcro. And we're going to just hold that down. I'm doing great, Dawn. Hi, Christy. How are you? Okay, that works. Now I'm thinking with this guy, we need to give him some ears, right? This one might not be as easy to get out. Now this is the one, this is the bunny butt I got this year at the Dollar Tree. So if you see them, make sure you grab a couple. They did come in white and brown, but I only grabbed the brown because I knew I had one at home. And then this guy's going to go here. But I want him to have some ears. So I'm going to use maybe cardstock. He's brown. Oh, he's brown. He's brown, right? So let's set this aside. I have now thrown my bunny butt around. We're going to wax this. You guys, this club is coming in clutch. Should I do it on white or should I leave it on brown? No, I think I should leave it on brown. Okay. I'm not sure how much I need, but I'm just going to wax a good portion of this paper. So you can chalk on paper. I don't know if you guys know that. But if you do, you need to add wax to it so it doesn't stick to the back and tear like a sticker would, okay? So what did I do with, here it is. And guess what? Our plaid is similar to that bunny plaid. It's not exactly perfect, but it's close. So we're going to use it and make some other ears, okay? So I think we'll just take this, put it on here, get our Colonial Blue out. We'll see how this works. In the meantime, I'm going to turn on my hot glue gun. Our craft is evolving. You just want to take your ink, paste, whatever you decide to use, and press it into the silk screen. Probably don't need this whole paper, but I'd rather have too much ready to go than not enough. So I'm just going to go to the edge here, press that in, scrape up my excess, and then pull this up. Okay, so now we have our plaid. This is all not planned. I love when something comes together like this. Okay. So the key is you're going to want to dry it before you do anything to it. So let's dry it. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my pencil and kind of make like a curved line, and I'm going to cut on this one. And then we'll use it as a trace for the second ear. Okay, so here's ear 1. Then let's trace this one. And we'll make ear 2. And cut this one out. Well, I'm glad you're good, Christy. All right, ear 2. Now let's put them on our bunnies somehow. I'm thinking those are like, it's like they're pinched a little bit. So I'm gonna sort of fold it in the middle, but pinch it like that, if that makes sense. Let me show you how I did this here. Okay. So I pinched it in the middle, but then also pinched the edges on the outside. And then I'm thinking, let me do this on both. And it doesn't have to be perfectly square in the middle or anything like that. I just want to have this little pinched look on both of them. And then I think what we'll do is add some hot glue, which hopefully is ready. It's close. Quite ready, but close. You can even add a little more permanent glue if you want. E6000 to it. For me, this is going to be inside, so it should be fine. Hot glue for now. Same here. Okay, well, come on now. By the time you're ready, I'm going to be done. Okay, put a little bit of glue on this. So see, now this bunny will be the same as the other one. Cute. Okay. So let's get our fence back out. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it is darn close. Okay. And then we're going to put this bunny here with our Velcro. Okay, so you just want to peel off the backs on both sides. I put them together and peel off the backs on both sides, stick them down. Where I want it, and then we'll put the bunny on top. Okay. Okay, then let's get our sign back out. Isn't this cute? Thanks for being here. All right. I actually had bought that bunny, the second one, to make this. And it was like great minds think alike. I had a follower. She sent me a message and she's like, look at this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just bought the, well, I could have it hang or, anyway, I had just bought the bunny to do it. It was just so cute. All right, so I'm going to make this hanger quite long so that I'm not sure how much room I need on my fence. So I'm going to make this quite long. I want it to hang. You could just put Velcro on the back and Velcro it to the fence, but I think it'll look cuter if it's hanging. And sometimes you can, this is very light, so I don't think we'll need to. But if your sign's a little bit heavier, you can add glue and then put a piece of ribbon over it. Like that, okay? Okay, I think this is good. Okay, let's get our fence out. And we're going to hang it over, I guess, these two hooks. You guys, this was adorable. All right, what do you guys think? I love this. This is going right on my, nope, this is not. This is one I made, Mary. I made it with 5-gallon paint stir sticks, so probably a year ago. But they do have a fence coming out tomorrow. So if you want to make your own, there is one coming tomorrow. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I think this turned out so stinking cute. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all. Of course, as always, keyword is bum. Check your messages tomorrow. Make sure you set your timer to be here after school with me so I can show you all the new things for the launch that's happening tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. I will have a post so that you won't miss it. 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, so wherever you are. And what does that make it if it's 9 a.m.? 8 a.m. Pacific. Okay, so I will have something for you so you can see it even though I'm at school. And then I'll be live after school, okay? All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. As always, have a great, great rest of your night. Bye, everyone.